Okie dokie. We're live. Uh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start out by thanking the Patreons. It's been a while since I thanked them on stream. So thank you to Newbie, Dimon Fedorov. Thank you to the DPA and HT Hazard, who's been around for a whole year. Thank you, HT Hazard. A whole year. It's crazy. All right, we're just about ready to get started. I think we're gonna get drawing. We got the Sonic 06 soundtrack today. That's a fun one. So that's a real great one. Kind of crazy how what is most definitely the worst game in the entire franchise has the most insanely good soundtrack. That's crazy. Anyway, let me get some textures on my canvas. Cause I don't want you all looking at my canvas. Well, at my Google Photos. So let's see, what textures do we go with today? I think we might go with my wall texture. I use that one a lot. It's literally just a picture of my wall. And then let's see, do we get a secondary texture? Oh, this is literally like I took a photo like of this real close high res photo of a rock from the Smithsonian. Okay, we can blend those two and make something. Okay. We'll clear the base layer. And I think we can transition into the canvas. Oh, hold on. We still got to be right back screen on. Uh, Turn that off. Mr. Gorbachev, take down that be right back screen. Alrighty. Here we go. Well, do we stick with Sonic 06 or do we go with Ape Escape? Ape Escape soundtrack is right there. Mm. How's the Ape Escape soundtrack sounding tonight? Yeah, let's stick with Ape Escape. Ooh. Oh. Alright. So, let's get started. We'll overlay this on our grayish canvas. And then this one, let's see, what looks good with this? Soft light. Yeah, so this texture, excuse me, this texture is a photo I took at a museum in DC, and then this photo is literally my wall, like the my bedroom wall, you know, where I my office. So yeah, anyway, I'm sure I've talked about it before, but I like working with textures like that on my screen. You know, sometimes I used to like sometimes still I'll use one of these painting brushes and I'll use that as a backdrop. But yeah. I'm still a little sniffly this week. Well tonight, I mean. Cuz I'm still recovering from being sick, but I am pretty much good now. You know, Voice isn't raspy. That's a good one. That's we're back to 100% on that front. And uh let's see. I don't get winded going through all the way to trash. So that's good. That's very good. So, yeah. Let's see. I think I want these textures to be a little less intense while I figure out what I'm going to be drawing tonight. Because we're not taking requests tonight. No requests tonight. So, wait. Actually, let me put this in just to make sure nobody gets any ideas coming in. So, no requests tonight. Doing my own thing. All right. Hmm. Vibing. All right. Let's see. What's on my Trello list? Maybe we got something on Trello we got to do. Hmm. Oh, we'll look at our inspo board. I got a little inspo board. Well, not little. There's like some classical art and stuff. There's like Ratchet Deadlock, Thor Ragnarok's on that board, Tron Legacy, uh, Masters of the Universe, and World War Hulk. Also, Jack 2 and 3. They're on my inspo boards. Uh, just just my top tens, you know. I love that aesthetic. Well, I guess not that aesthetic. It's my aesthetic, you know. It's what I go for. I think we'll just do some heroes while we come up with something. And then also we got the 313 today. That's awesome. You know, I always love seeing growth. And I especially love seeing growth when people are telling me that they're enjoying what they're seeing. So I'm really glad people have been enjoying these drawing streams. I'm glad they've been enjoying the gaming streams. You know, for a while I just didn't know what to do with this channel. And I feel like in 2024 we really found what we wanted to do. You know, it's still a little all over the place, but I think it's got a lot more identity than it did before. It's not just a place for me to promo my 3D artwork. So, so yeah, I started the stream out thanking the Patreons. That was awesome. Um, the channel definitely feels a little small to be promoting with the Patreon, but the Patreon isn't really meant for the channel. It's meant for like my business where I sell 3D models. So I'm really glad that there are people that take the time to support because every penny counts. I'm doing my best to deliver 3D art to people and also make games. You know, the whole point of me selling my 3D art is because I wanted a way to fund my experiments and my art. So I want to be able to make games, but you know, these days I don't really have a ton of time to do it because I'm always working on store stuff. I actually have to contact them on Monday. Tomorrow, I mean. Uh, so yeah. some stuff came up that really bugged me. Stuff about payout, cause actually I'm not gonna talk about on stream. I'm not gonna turn the stream into a rant. I just wanna chill out a bit. I just came back from a party, you know, really great party. I went there for family, but a nice bonus was that there was a really good pernil there. And oh man, you go there and I ate 2 plates of it. 2 plates of it. Everything else was great, but like, man, I would die for that. This feels too even with the feet. Oh, I forget. Can you liquefy select things? Yes, you can. Working on your first album. Ooh, sounds interesting. What kind of music is it? Yeah, wrong thing. Hope it goes good. Anyway, it's kind of great working on stream. I kind of forgot how good it is to have eyes on you while you're working. Because when I was a teacher in college, it was really motivating seeing students see my work be done live as I worked on it. So it kind of kept me honest while I was working, you know? Didn't do some lazy stuff. I always kept it quality, lead by example. Don't want students learning from whatever mistakes I make on the camera. So I just I make something that's like 100% pipeline, 100% focused, and totally what they need to see. So let's see. Described as a pop punk reminiscent of all time low with songwriting influenced by They Might Be Giants. Oh, interesting. I was actually talking about some music lately because I didn't know that the here's to the one that we lost. Here's to the ones that we dun, 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 and the memories become memories and memories. That's Maroon 5. Didn't know that until tonight. So I don't listen to a lot of their music, but I had a little bit of phase where I uh I had a ton of their music on my playlist. So it was kind of interesting that oh come on, they're not that bad. I like Animals. Animals was real fun. Like I kind of got into it because of those Kia commercials, with the hamsters. Man, I miss those commercials. The breakdancing hamsters and stuff, or were they gerbils? I don't know. Hello, Samuels. Welcome. Like I was saying, I just got back from a party, and it was a pretty good party. Celebrating someone's retirement. Hope he has a hope he has a fun one. Uh, can only imagine what it feels like to retire. Pretty far away from retiring. Sounds exciting, but also kind of scary, you know? But I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want once you're retired. Your first album will be called Gulf of America. Okay. Don't know where we're going with that one. Yeah, we got Ape Escape music going. Freaking classic. When I first played it with the Jam Pack disc, the demos, right? They were on Jam Pack? Or maybe someone lent it to me. I don't remember. Or was it at GameStop that I played it? I don't know. But I never got to beat the games until I got it on PSP. Ape Escape on the Loose, which I actually like that version better. Ape Escape on the Loose. So a lot of people prefer the original PAL version, which it's I think it's fine. It's just I prefer PSP version, which they just put on PS5. I think I'll have to check. We might do an Ape Escape stream if that version is there, because I love the mini games in that game. There's so much in that, like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I could 100% that game these days though. My gaming expertise has definitely gone a little low lately. I'm not as much of a gamer as I used to be. I don't know if it's because I spend a lot of time working on games these days that I just don't take much time to learn them as well. But I'm sure when Doom comes out, I'll get real into it. Let's see. When I heard him say he was gonna rename the Gulf of Mexico to that, the first thing I thought, huh, that's a good name for an album. Huh, I mean, not my first thought, but go off. Uh, just finished watching a damn horrible movie, lol. Fully regret watching it. What movie? The rabbit looks familiar. I don't know where you saw it. Maybe you saw it from my drawings. Because this is my character. This is Hero. It's from a game I'm working on. He's not a rabbit. He's an alien too. Can you mention some of the songs? As long as it's TOS. Is this from when you're racing the other kid? I think this is the track when you're racing the other kid. Let's see, what's the timestamp for this? Oh no, is this Cryptic Ruins? Crumbling Castle? No, I don't know. Ape Escape soundtrack is. It's got a ton of moods. Rather not name the movie. Curiosity killed the cat. Basically, the girl had to go like dress up show, and she turned into a monster and shot blood all over. Okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Arms feeling a little short on this drawing, so I think we're gonna drag him down. This guy's arms are a little longer, so yeah, I'm kind of warming up. I'm just like trying to think of ideas right now. First song of the album is called Spilt Milk. Huh. Yeah, I have a lot of memories about Ape Escape. Like the first Ape Escape game I beat was On the Loose, and then I think it was Ape Escape Academy on the PSP, and I think sometime after that, Ape Escape 3 on the PS2, which I think is the best Ape Escape. Uh, I can never remember if I still have that on disc. Oh yeah, look, it's right there. Yeah, I still have it. Yeah, maybe I should play that again. Like recent. Yeah, maybe I should play that again soon. Oh, hello, the silly rabbit. What am I drawing? I'm drawing some OC stuff. For just some sketches, like just to like kind of stretch the bones. Uh, Kind of getting back into the mood for this project because it's uh it's been a bit. I've been busy with commissions and stuff that I haven't really paid much attention to my own game. So I want to just get back into his mood. So yeah. Do. This is what he looks like. He's a alien kind of rabbit looking thing with like a weasel tail. So it's like a 3D platformer game. If you look on the channel, it should be around there. But Yeah. Let me see. Let's get some poses. Uh, something cool. Let's see. Action pose. Let's see. What does Google give us? These are just other sketches. What's something of a person? Yeah, I want a person. Oh, we could do something like this, I guess. I mean, it's a render of some guy, but sure. Sketching some designs for future characters and looking for at Doggo's early designs. Hey, it's iteration is good. Is always a good thing. I mean, sometimes you can iterate a bit too far, but yeah, it's always great looking back at your old work. Uh, Cause for a while I kind of distanced myself from this design of this character, but after seeing how complicated I had made him in other drawings, I kind of just decided, well, maybe it's time we go back to a classic. So I went back to this look, and it's evergreen. You know, you want to stay evergreen, something that can be used and it's identifiable. You know, that's something that time can teach you. That's mean some people are just naturals when it comes to designing characters. I got a friend of mine who is amazing at drawing characters, and I actually think she draws my characters better than I do. You know, like I've made changes to my characters because of like decisions she's made on her drawings, and I just really love her work. You know, we've been friends for a ton of years, since I was in college, and we constantly exchange ideas as we iterate on our works. I actually commissioned her to work on some stuff for the game. So once that demo hits, you'll be seeing some of her work. If you want to look her stuff up, it's Lena Prime. Great artist. Great friend of mine, too. Wow, sounds like your album is really uh topical. I am making a video game. Drawing's not my main skill. You know, drawing is something I do more for fun slash concept art. Drawing is a more of a supplementary skill for me. You know, it's great having different avenues to which express yourself. As as copy paste as that sounds, nah, I don't think I'm liking this sketch. Let's see. Let's iterate on this. Just feels too human. Yeah, this feels too human. Let me see. Yeah, let's do something like this. But yeah, if you dig a little, you don't have to dig far on the channel to find the video of the game. You know, it's not a super well kept secret, but I'm not really showing too much of it right now because I kind of like keeping expectations low. In my last game project, it was a lot of people got too hyped about a lot of things and they started making requests, and it's just when the game came out, they kind of were disappointed by it, I guess, because they just expected too much. And I guess me telling them, hey, don't expect much, don't expect that much, wasn't enough for them to not expect that much. Because it was an in progress game, right? The whole idea was to put something out as it was being worked on. But uh, that doesn't always work out for everybody. So, yeah. I just kind of got tired of the project and moved on to something else. So, which is this game. But I also just like focused on the store more often. You're making a show called Mortimer Rat. Isn't Mortimer Rat already a character? Mortimer Rat. No. Mortimer Mouse. He's the he's that asshole that picks on Mickey. Ever heard of All Time Low? No, I have not. But I assume it's a band. Never heard of that. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, there's actually two game projects I'm working on, but I'm more focused on this one right now because I want it to be as much as it can be, right? And I want it to be something that people enjoy playing, you know, from the movement to like any story we might involve, uh art wise. That's why I got my friend Lena to work on some stuff. I want to ask some other friends, but I don't want to say their names right now since they're since I haven't asked them yet. So they might be giants. I've heard of the name. I don't know what they are. Didn't have any good names for him. Is the best I could do. I mean, yeah, it's whatever, man. Sometimes you just like I literally got characters that are just like blender in Spanish. You know, I kind of like following the Toriyama rule. You know, just name it a random thing, right? That's how I keep my ideas for names fresh. You know, it doesn't always have to be like some highbrow thing. You know, This guy, his name is Hero. You know, it's kind of like the Japanese name, but also because he's the hero. You know, it's kind of like it's kind of like me being a little lazy, right? Where it's like, oh, what is the hero's name? Oh, his name, he's the hero. He's hero. Nice. I for the streams, I'm mostly listening to like game music, right? But when I'm working off camera, I'm usually listening to stuff like Linkin Park, 7 Days Grace. I got very 2000s taste. Sometimes I listen to Metallica, but yeah. I also am a big fan of rap and hip hop and stuff like that. Like we all know where Kanye stands now, right? But what did I say? Did I not say 3 Days Grace? You have to tell me what I said because I'm pretty sure I said 3 Days Grace. Uh, what else? I listen to MF Doom. Again, we all know where Kanye stands, but Graduation is still a great album. It's very, very good. You know, I mean, it's got a weird tinge to it now after all these years, but I don't know. I still catch myself like in the morning going good morning every time I say good morning to someone. So did I say seven? What did I say? I said 7 Days Grace. Is there a band that has seven in the name that I'm thinking of? I might have mixed it up with another band. Let me see. What is my playlist? There has to be a band that has that name on my playlist. But yeah, 3 Days Grace is up there. Uh MF Doom, Seven Dust, never heard of those guys. Let me see. Scheming. Do-do-do-do-do. Now I'm not seeing those sevens on my playlist. I swear there's a band I listen to that has seven in the name. Let's see, 2020 playlist. Oh, I've been listening to Pendulum lately. That one's good. Self versus Self. Ooh, very nice. Machine Gun Kelly is a guilty pleasure too. What else? Ramstein. Ooh, that's a good metal band. Is it metal? I think it's metal. They just sound so diabolical, you know? Uh, Cage the Elephant. Johnny Cash is another one that's in my rotation. Kendrick, obviously. And we got Disturbed and Ozzy. Yeah, yeah. Roddy Rick comes up sometimes too, but mostly just the box. I don't really industrial metal. I don't know. It's metal. I don't think it's if it has metal in the name, it's metal. It's fine having, but it's like that wyverns discussion. Oh my god, if you're one of those people that get all bent out of shape that I call the dragons in Skyrim wyverns, like no, please get out. I'm sorry. It's a little rude, but if you correct me on calling the dragons wyverns, please leave. All right, because they're dragons. They're dragons. All right. In many circles, I am considered a nerd, I guess. All right. But what upsets me most is those nerds that are like, no, it's not a dragon, it's a wyvern. It's like, come on, dude. I don't care as long as I get to yell at them. You know? Fus! Roda! Gremyolok. I greet you. Hello, Godzilla. I think it's been a while since I've seen you in chat. I mean, I'm sure I mentioned this in the other streams, but I did just watch Godzilla vs. Kong and uh, Godzilla and Kong again this week. Great movies, I think. You know, they're just good times to like turn yourself off and just watch something stupid for a while. It's really stupid. Like put aside that like, oh yeah, this is badass or whatever. These are stupid movies, all right. you know, I love Transformers, but that's another stupid movie, right? It's just something that you can just watch and go like, okay, let's be idiots for a little bit. Let's be an idiot for a while. I want to see Big Monkey and Big Lizard fight it out. All right? Let's be totally honest with ourselves. But yeah, I'll be honest, that little Skyrim rant might might have made me want to come back to Skyrim again. Huh. That's interesting. If we can move this head a little bit back here. And let's just turn off snapping. You don't need that right now. Working on a pretty organic character. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing good. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I I haven't heard it. I don't usually think of the story of what a song is about. I usually just think about, does it sound good, right? I mean, it's been a while since I did any music production, right? But and I'm no expert, but I usually don't care much about the lyrics of a song, you know? I don't know a lot of German, but um how do you say but Ramstein is still like something I really enjoy listening to, you know? You know, you're what? No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's a good warm up, I guess. How long we been up? It's already 10:14. It's been an hour already? Wow. All right, let's see. It's a cow Pokemon. I don't know much about Pokemon. I didn't really play or watch Pokemon growing up. I didn't get into it until I was in college. So, I don't know much about Pokemon. That I had like a what, 4 month phase of Pokemon, and I just kind of abandoned it. I think I was the summer of Pokemon Go. Might have been the summer of Pokemon Go. So, let's see. I think, well, let's block something out with some paint. Huh? What's this? No, dismiss. Let's paint something. Let's see. Sometimes you just need a big brush to make a random shape until you see something. Let's see. Go to my folder. I think where's Salamanca? I think is the one I like. Yeah, we'll go with Salamanca. It's like a bulkhead, real heavy door. I don't think Godzilla was spamming. I don't see anything here about him spamming. So far, I haven't seen many people spam in the chat. Looks like spam. Godzilla, tell him you spam. No, Godzilla's been on the stream before. I think they started watching for the I think yeah, for the Transformer streams they were watching. So they've been around for a few months. That's fine. I don't typically recognize most people's names, but since Godzilla's been around for so long, I just I recognize the name. Kind of like an industrial hall, this thing, huh? I think we can lower the textures a bit. Okay, let's see. I think maybe there can be like a camera up here. But yeah, I think we're working on a. Yeah, not I think. We are. We are working on a bit of concept art for the game. So there's like some cameras that maybe you should evade. Yeah, don't worry about Godzilla. Godzilla's one of the day ones, alright? Alright. So this is kind of like how I like to block out environments. I do like a really rough outline. Uh, Kind of block out big shapes with a really big brush. I just do a lot of thinking this way. Sometimes I'll add color because helps break shapes down into different areas. I think we might go with this bluish teal, this grayish teal, I mean. So for the walls, since we already got a material kind of like that in engine, so yeah, there's a lot of work to be done on the game. It's still really early, but my goal is to have a demo out by the end of the year. I mean, my goal was earlier in the year, but uh, I've had so much work to do lately that I just haven't been able to get much done on it. So it's kind of been pushed back a little bit. Thank you. Again, we're just blocking something out here. Get a rough idea. Because I kind of want one of the levels to be that they're like exploring a underground lab. This feels like this could be it. Doorways could be marked as like orange, orange-ish. Might desaturate that a tad. Maybe go more to yellow. That's kind of more like a bronze, I guess. Yeah. I didn't do a lot of rendering on these stage uh, concepts, but if you look at some of one of the other streams I did from recently that we drew, let me see. Where's the drawing we did on that stream? Oh, hold on. What? Okay. 1 second. Have to dig that up. I think it's at the end of this folder. I really should back it up on this PC because I don't have it here. No. Okay. Give me 1 second. This isn't a drawing we did on stream, but it is part of the project. It was like my end of year postcard to to the year 2024. So hold on, it's a little cropped right now, but let me uncrop it. Yeah, that was last year's postcard. Hero jumping around with some missiles, stuff like that. This was fun to do. I drew this on paper with some sharpies and some pens I have, and then I passed it over in Procreate for some colors. So mixed media, it's fun. It's just fun, you know. So the time lapse, it just looks like I'm drawing over a sketch that I already had, but it's because it's a scan drawing that I put on Procreate. So yeah, we could transition back to the canvas.
Uh, I'll see if I can find that drawing real quick though, because it is from. I did draw that on stream. What day was that? Let me see. You know what? Why don't I just pull up the stream? I know where the stream is. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Okay, let's go to the end. Uh it's not loading? Okay, there it is. Let it load for a sec and then I'll show it on stream. Okay, yeah. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what we did on the stream. It's not too fleshed out. It's not too uh detailed. It's just, vague enough that we get the idea of what it is and we still get our point across, right? That's what I like to do with concept art where, we get the idea of it, but it doesn't overtake completely. It's not like a perfect idea, right? Because if you get too deep into the concept art, you you'll never finish it. You know, I mean that's why we have like a whole teams in the industry working on concept art. But yeah, I'm a solo dev right now, so I don't like spending too much time on that art. So I think we want more like a. You know what? Let's go with proportions, right? So this gate, I'm thinking it's pretty big. So heroes, let's be smart about this. Let's just grab that first sketch we made, put that up here, and that way we don't have to worry too much about the proportion because we already know the character should be about yay big. I like adding a hero into the illustrations just to show like scale. Because if you don't know how big the thing is, it's gonna make modeling a little harder, and getting that in game to look right. You have to do a lot more thinking back then. Because when you're working with games, it's way easier making art that snaps together like Legos. Modularity, something I rant a lot to students, and it's like you guys have no idea how modular you can actually make your projects, and it frustrates me. You know, I know you're at school for learning, right? And this is how I tell you that you need to get better at modularity. So, yeah, that's what hero should be. Kind of like about that size. He still is like about halfway through the door with his ears, right? And yeah. So that way, when like bigger units come through this door, they kind of like can still Hulk over hero. So there's like plenty of space here to fight. Sounds like a good idea for like a corridor where it's like, oh yeah, you gotta kill all the enemies to progress. Maybe the concept art shouldn't be with the bulkhead. Or maybe the bulkhead should be over here. Maybe this should be a closed door. We'll use the distort tool. Maybe this door is closed. Yeah. And then we'll duplicate this so we don't lose it. And then this door is open. And then in here, let's add a little bit of shadow just so we can get the depth. Actually, maybe just keep it going the whole way. Man, gotta love Ape Escape. Alright. And then right here, kind of have let's change to another pencil. So we kind of have our bulker units going through here. So yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to fight some bigger guys in this game. I'm still working on the AI, so I don't have much to show. But once that's done, we can really go crazy with it. Cause really, once I figure out one of those trees, ooh, we're gonna be eating. So yeah, that's how big like a hulking unit should be. Yeah, I really like the terminology that Hugo Martin uses, chess pieces. You know, that's what he calls all the pawns on the screen, right? It's like we got the heavy units, the super heavy units, you know, something that's like equivalent to like a bishop or a rook, right? The heavy units. They got really broad. They got really like wide area of coverage, right? Meanwhile, like something like a super heavy demon has like the coverage of the entire field. As long as they're on stage, they are a menace, right? And then the typical pawn enemy, right? They're not that big a threat, right? But they're still there, right? They're bugging you. Let a pawn get too close, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. So that's what I like about the game design of it. Like that's what I like about his philosophy on the design of Doom Eternal, right? I don't know how if he keeps that going in 2016. I don't know. I really should watch some of his interviews for Doom 2016. But yeah, I think it's a good block out for tonight. Uh, Since these are animated, I kind of should have them highlighted as something that I have to model. I mean, it's a really simple model though. It's just the camera. And the animation should be simple where it's just like rotating kind of like this. So I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. Kind of got a good sketch. Let's see. Let's do a little time lapse replay. What we did. Start out with some sketches of Hero, which we then use this one for the proportion check of the concept art. Then we did like a little front face one. All right, thank you. Good night. Then we had a little front facing, which was nice too. Arms looked a little bit short once I worked on the legs, so I brought them down to match the proportions a little better. Then we did a bit of an action pose. I didn't really have much reference for this one, so it kind of looked a little wonky. We did another pose. It felt a little awkward once I got further into it. And then we did some more action poses. This one was similar to the one we did before, but I was referencing some character renders I saw. So let's see. What was the next one? Oh yeah, we did like a standing profile 3/4 angle. Bit of a fun look. Like a puzzled like, oh, what's going on down there? He's got his hand reached out. Like he's working on something, I guess. And then we did a quick little block out of a scene of a level that I will be working on in February. So, I don't know. I got a lot of work to do. I'm really busy in February, all right? So, streams might be really low. There might be a lesser quality of streams. I know I'm going to be working on a lot of Destiny videos because on Tuesday, new season starts and Destiny Tuesdays will be back. So, yeah. We're going to leave it there. And good night, I guess. Bye-bye. Before we go, though, I will once again thank the Patreons. Demon Fedorov, the DPA, and HT Hazard, who is currently our largest supporter, who's been with us since January 2024, whole year. Big thanks to that guy. So, thanks a lot. And good night.